Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here today. I am 41 years old. I'm an avid outdoor enthusiast, like biking and skiing mostly. The thing about those is they've put me in 3 shoulder surgeries in the last 10 years, so I'm either pretty aggressive at it or kind of clumsy. I do like first in my life, although being first on stage was not one I was hoping for. I'm a firstborn, didn't aim for that one, but it happened. I was the first chair in the saxophone section of my high school band. I was the first place revenue biller at Pepsi, and I was the first female executive on CHG's senior leadership team. All those firsts were important, but then one day, 8 years ago, this first happened, and that first became more important than anything that had ever happened to me. And what I found myself feeling is that I was, for the first time, not just the first. I was one of the millionth woman, bazillionth woman trying to figure out how to juggle a career and my family. Catherine and I, my daughter, who's now 8, were watching the 10 o'clock news, and we happened to see a feature on this company called CHG Healthcare. That's how I got first introduced. They were throwing a Super Bowl party for their people, and I looked and said, am I having that much fun at work? No, I'm not. And I was thinking about my 70-hour work weeks that I had left, traveling on the road every other week, trying to be someone who did it all on my team with not the right human resource support, and I decided I couldn't do it. I left my current job, and I started my job at CHG with a newborn. Being at CHG, I've learned 3 things that we do that have helped me succeed in my career, and I thought I'd share those with you today. But the first thing about CHG, you may not have heard of us. We're a healthcare staffing and recruiting company. We place doctors and nurses nationwide, serving 14 million patients in this country. If you have heard of us, we are a top places to work on Fortune's best list in the country. We also have won Utah Business and Salt Lake Trib large business awards for top places to work. This happens because we care for our people. The #1 core value at CHG is putting people first. And what does that mean to me? It means transparent and honest communication. It means relationships and caring so I can be who I am every day. And it means building connections with the people around me. We are recruiters. We build connections. That's what we do for a living. And this helps me to find people around me that help me succeed. Another thing I learned at CHG and I wanted was not to get off the fast track. I wasn't looking to get off the fast track. I wanted a place where there were opportunities to grow and develop. At CHG, we are a growth company, $2 billion in sales, growing 15% a year. It takes more people. It takes more leaders to succeed. We build a robust leadership development pipeline, including mentoring programs for everyone, but particularly important for women, as it helps with the confidence gap to raise your hand for the next opportunity. I'm pleased to tell you today that of our 2,600 employees, we are 60% female, and 50% of our leaders are female in our company, so creating a great place to work for all. The third thing that was important to me was to be able to win outside and inside the office, having the flexibility I needed to be a great executive and to be a great mom. CHG has built programs to do this, like volunteer time off, allowing employees to volunteer where they want, flex schedules, maternity and paternity paid policy, and most recently, a return-to-work maternity schedule that helps people come back to work on a schedule that works for them. I take advantage of those, so do my people, but most importantly, my leader supports and encourages flexibility. I am excited, the next 2 Fridays, I'll go to a Mother's Day tea at my now kindergartner's school. I'll work from home in the morning, flex in and go to the tea, come back to a coffee shop, head to lunch with my 2nd grader, come back home and work in the afternoon. And that is not only supported, but is encouraged by our president, CEO, executive team, and all leaders at CHG. This makes me happy to report that in our employee survey, 90% of the people say we actively promote the right work-life balance for them. So in closing, I'm excited for first still, to this day, 2 decades later. But now my first look different. It's about building a company that represents a place that I can bring the best of me, and I hope you could join us. We have 70 positions open at any one time. Today we have about 39 positions open right here in Salt Lake City, so come and check us out.
Excellent pitch.
Thank you.
For your 70 open positions, what are you doing to actively recruit women into your pipeline?
Well, it probably starts with being out there a lot. So we have an internal talent acquisition team, but we also consider every one of our employees to be referral driving because they love where they work. And if you think about the networking with 60% of our employees as female, really encouraging them to share their stories in lots of ways, whether it be on social, word of mouth, networking events, it's kind of an all hands on deck. We promote that active referral in a way I've never seen at any company I've been a part of, and really encouraging kind of the culture to be shared as a flexibility option for people more than just the work that we do, right, the business.
You talked about the percentage of women in leadership, and so my question is how, at what level are you defining leadership to have that type of metric?
So that is supervisors and above through the executive ranks, and we are at this point sitting at 50-50 through vice president, which is exciting. I was the first 8 years ago on the executive team. Now there are 2 of me, so we're 33% at the executive ranks. And our commitment as an executive team is to really focus on that pipeline to close the gap and match where we'd like to be represented equally. All right, thank you. Thank you all for letting me share.